Hi everyone. This is going to be a simple video where I will be going through all of my current video requests. I know that I have made a video like this at least once before, but I need to redo my lists because I'm running out of space on the one, and many have been crossed out in the meanwhile, so I just want to get them neat again. So this is my current request book. I think just one more time because there's not many pages in it left. So I think after I rewrite the lists this time, the next time I will be starting a new request book. So in it currently are 3 pages of, no, that's wrong, 4 pages of non-roleplay requests, and a lot of them are crossed out already. But I'm all the way at the bottom here, so I can't add any new non-roleplay requests here because on this page the roleplay requests start. And currently I have 3 pages of those with a lot crossed out, mainly on the first page already. So I am going to be rewriting the lists, and while I do that I will be talking about the requests and probably might make some notes on whether it's likely to get made or not. Okay. So I just tore out the pages. It's a little easier for me to see and to write without constantly having to go back and forth. So I'm going to take out 4 pages again for my non-roleplay requests. I think these 2, front and back, and that leaves me 3 for the roleplay requests. Maybe I should add another page to the non-roleplay requests. We'll see. We'll see when it's written out. Okay, so I'm going to start with non-roleplay. Okay. The first one is a super old one. So always says how likely it is to ever get made. It's definitely the oldest one, and it's a request for a top 10 of Belgian related things. So, yeah, I feel like to do that in the current climate would just be in poor taste. The next is a video about my diet, meaning just what I eat, how I eat, not that I'm on a diet. I have an old request, but it's been repeated, to do videos in Dutch. So nothing specific, but just in Dutch, which I'll probably get to at one point. But so I actually don't like Dutch as a language. So there's a reason that I don't make many videos in Dutch, because I just think it's an ugly language. There is, however, a second reason. So I specifically don't like listening to myself in Dutch. During editing, I don't know exactly what it is, but I don't like it. And I think because I associate relaxation, I associate English with relaxation. So all the things in my life that are relaxing are in English. So it's TV and movies, music, and ASMR. That's all in English. With a lot of my friends as well, even my Belgian friends, I speak a lot of English too. So it's just all the nice things are in English and all the crappy things are in Dutch. So everything that gives me stress is in Dutch. So I just associate Dutch with bad things and English with good things. So I just don't like making videos in Dutch, so I will never make many. The next request is to read a cookbook, read the ingredients, the instructions, and they requested it soft spoken. I always prefer if you specify in your request if you'd like it soft spoken or whispered, just so I know. If I don't know, odds are that I'm going to go with soft spoken just because that's my default. So that request is definitely going to get made, but we have literally hundreds of cookbooks in this house, literally hundreds. My mom was a chef, and none of them are in English. So maybe I should combine those two requests and make a Dutch video reading cookbooks, but the original requester from the cookbooks video request didn't want Dutch, so that wouldn't be super great. But so I'm going to have to print recipes to do that because I don't have any cookbooks in English. Then I have a request for a show and tell of stationery. Which I've done several of, but the request keeps coming back. Then request to do light tapping with whispers and hand movements. It's very likely to get done one day. My cat is showing activity. That's not good. Because that means I'm going to have to take her out. And since I'm wearing the mic on me, that is a pain. So let's see how long I can ignore her. So I have a request to show some of my box collection, to play with each one softly. There she's walking to the door. And with hand movements, like in the beginning of my lame collection video. I have a request for another hand massage video, but the pandemic has really made that one quite difficult. I'm not in contact with anyone that would be willing to do that. I have a request for a relaxing soft-spoken walkthrough. Specifically a forest with a stream. Now, this one's a little more unlikely. I don't know why it is, but like these guided visualization things have always been a little bit harder for me to do. I don't know why, I just think they're difficult to do. I also don't want to use an existing script just taken off the internet, so I would have to write something out, but I don't want to just be reading it either, because I think a reading video is something else entirely. So I don't know, I'm not inclined to do that one. So if that's your request, just so you know. I have a request for an ironing video. That one's a little more unlikely as well. Just logistically, I think it would be tough. We have quite an old ironing board and it creaks. Okay, I have to go tend to the cat. She is just pacing back and forth. It's a miracle that she's not loudly complaining yet. Okay, yeah, there she goes. Well, that wasn't loudly yet. I might leave that one in, but it's going to get exponentially more loud as time goes by. Okay, we're back, I hope. So I left it off at the ironing video, which was more unlikely for practical reasons. I had a request to try a trigger video with a hairbrush and my spiky denim jacket. So that might be worth a try one day. A leather jacket, scratching and tapping. Now, I wouldn't normally leave this on because I've already done one, but that jacket has meanwhile started to show some wear and tear. So that means that I am at some point going to buy a sustainable and ethically made fake leather jacket, and if I do that, I will probably want to make a video with it. So that's why I am leaving that one on. So I skipped over one because it's already filmed, and that is a lip liner application video. It's already filmed but not edited yet. I have requests for some ASMR with Barbie dolls. Request to lint roll clothes, but on that mannequin I have from my personal shopper video. This video is very likely to get made because I love lint rolling. So I will definitely be doing that one day. I have a request to film a video on my phone, like in that Black Lives Matter video I made with the picture series showing my family and me. someone really liked the audio quality on that one and they requested another video using that equipment, which was my phone. I have a request to cook, preferably some popular Belgian food. This one is very unlikely, and I already told the requester why, but it's still on the list because you never know. I have a request to make a video about licorice. Not eating licorice, but talking about it and unwrapping it. Again, it's not specified whether they want soft-spoken or whispered, so it's probably going to be soft-spoken unless I receive other info. And I have a request to do a video about the plants in this room that you see in a lot of my videos. And I actually wanted to do that video this week while I'm still able to live with my dad, but he wasn't feeling up to that. So that one is definitely going to be pushed until I can live with my dad again, which will be after he is vaccinated and is, protected, because I'm going to start seeing my niece again starting 2 days from now. So then I won't be living with my dad. So those were the non-roleplay requests. So that is quite a lot of them. Let's see. Plus 9 is 17 plus 2. 19. But most of them are likely to happen one day. I don't know in what order, but one day. Now, I still have a bunch of videos unpublished, so like the first possible moment I will be posting one of these new requests is like 3 months from now. So with all requests, you need patience, or you need to order them on my Vizio. So now on to the roleplay requests. And I'm going to go ahead and say that literally all of these are unlikely. Just all of them. Some are more unlikely than others, and I will mention that. But all of them are unlikely because, as was to be expected, most of the videos that are ordered on my Vizio page are roleplay videos. Now, I don't know if you remember these past 8 years. I never did majority roleplay videos. It was always more just chill, laid back videos, and then like a role play here and there, because role plays take a lot of time and effort to prepare and to film. So now that I'm filming so much of them, so many of them for my Wizio, it is very unlikely that I will also, on top of that, be filming many role plays just for me. Just because it does take a lot out of you. It's weird, but it does. It takes a lot. So, yeah, it's become even more unlikely for me to film role plays that are just requested on my channel because I'm filming so many role plays for Wizio. Now, the upside is that many people do select the public option on Wizio, which means that I do get to share the role plays with you, but then they're not the role plays that have been requested, usually. It is what it is, you know. If you really want to see your specific role play, then I would say gift it to yourself for, I don't know, some occasion. The occasion of life sucking, that's an occasion. Okay, so the first one here is for a Dutch and English lesson with flashcards. So this is an older request, and I'm still planning on filming it because there were a few people that said they didn't like the blackboard sounds in my Dutch lesson video. So this lesson would not have a blackboard, they'd have flashcards. So what I'm thinking is it would probably be like a spin-off of that video, but like a tutoring session, so a one-on-one session, tutoring a student using flashcards. So I'm gonna do it one day. One day. But let me write under this one immediately another Dutch lesson roleplay with the blackboard. And this is highly requested, so I'm going to make note of that. Put some exclamation marks, because a lot of people want this, which also increases the likelihood of it being made. A lot of people want this. So that means that I'm definitely going to make it one day, regardless of if anyone orders a second lesson on my Wizio. But if someone orders it, that would just mean that I will make it more quickly. So I just wrote down one that isn't a request. It's a video that I want to make myself, so I'm not going to say what it is. Okay, I have requests for an anger management roleplay. which could happen one day. Interior design roleplay with a floor plan. This one is a little bit more unlikely, just because of the preparation it would require. And I don't feel a motivation or a want to do it. Then the next one is another video that I want to do myself. So I'm not going to say it. It's not a request. I had a request for another pocket watch cleaning. I have 2 already. So this one is more unlikely. I have 2 already that are just long published videos. And then there's a short one which is unpublished, but it's in my Vizio playlist. So I don't publish all of the Vizio videos that are public. The short ones I tend to not publish, or I just don't publish all of them. So some of them just go in the Vizio playlist without them being visible on my channel. Now, some of you know this because I see the view count on those videos go up more than if just one person would be watching them. So some of you know this, but I don't think everyone does. Okay, I have a request for a therapist roleplay. So I just wrote that down, and underneath it I'm going to write a Dutch therapist roleplay, which is another request I got recently for a second Dutch therapist roleplay. Casino card dealer. I'd say this one is more unlikely, just because I don't want to buy any chips, like casino gambling chips, and yeah, it's just unlikely. I recently saw this amazing casino blackjack dealer video by KO ASMR. It's so good, and she has just all the props, like the chips and the card holder, and like it's so good. So go watch that one instead. Okay, I have a request for another personal shopper roleplay with the mannequin. And I'm definitely going to make that. I really enjoyed making that video, and I enjoyed editing that video. I already know which dresses I want to use. So I'm definitely going to be making that, but I need to film it upstairs, and it's just too cold to do anything but sleep there right now. So it's going to have to wait until a warmer season. I have a request for a towel folding video. I have more than one request for another towel folding video. I don't know. I don't know. I honestly don't think so, but I don't know. I have a request for another like retro secretary video, part 2 on that one. I think it's unlikely. The reason I think it's unlikely is I feel like I would have to listen to the first one again before filming the second one, and I just think it's really boring having to listen to my own videos. I remember that I already had to edit them, which is a pain, so I don't want to listen to them again. So, unlikely. Another lamp cleaning roleplay, that is super unlikely. That's just probably not gonna happen. I don't have a lamp, and I have enough cleaning videos. And if I were to find an item, a really interesting item that I would think would make a very good professional cleaning video, then I would make it. But it's just unlikely that I'm going to do another pocket watch cleaning or another lamp cleaning. And if you were to request that one on Vizio, I'm going to have to buy a lamp, so factor that extra cost in, because I'm not going to pay for a lamp. No. I have a request for a part 2 of my supernatural map drawing. That one is possible that I'm going to make a part 2. I have like a vague idea of how I could do that. So it might happen one day. Hairstyling or hair salon roleplay, very unlikely. I don't have the props and I don't have the skills. I just don't have. Yeah, hair salon, very unlikely. Propless, I could do that. Propless, but not with props. A princess etiquette lesson. Is on the unlikely side, just because I don't know if you get the vibe of my house, seeing it from so many little angles, like little parts of it, but my house and the furniture in it is very plain. It's just really, really basic. My parents are very down-to-earth people. They bought things they could afford, no planning went into the house, no thought whatsoever in interior design, like at all. It's unfortunate because it means that I cannot take nice Instagram pictures inside. There's literally no space in the house that looks good in a picture. Even like the fireplace behind me, if I'm sitting, it's fine. But if I were to tip the camera just a tad higher, it would reveal a wooden shelf just with it has pictures of us, it has statues from Africa, it has like quotes, there's a clock, there's candles, there's just so much shit on there. So I can't stand in front of this. Okay. What I'm trying to say is I do not have the things that would make a etiquette roleplay feel somewhat real. I don't have any nice dishes, any nice glasses, any nice cutlery. I would not even be able to find a fabric napkin anywhere in this house, like a cloth napkin. No. When I was younger, I was never embarrassed to take friends here, but now I am, because like 20 years ago, no one cared about interior design. No one cared about what your house looked like, if the furniture matched, or it was just all not important over here. No one in my friend group cared. Social media didn't exist. And then these days, it's like every area in your house needs to look picture perfect. So I don't like bringing new people home just because this is not what my house would look like, you know, if I had the choice. And at the same time, I don't want to change it because this is what it's always looked like, and this is what my mom wanted it to look like for some inexplicable reason. So I don't want to change it either, but whatever. Anyway, so a long way of telling you why a princess etiquette roleplay is unlikely. So that was the last one. I already wrote down the Dutch lesson and the Dutch therapy roleplay somewhere else. So for roleplays, I've got 17 requests. So 19 non-roleplay requests and 17 roleplay requests, with the roleplay requests being much more unlikely of getting filmed anytime soon, or at all. Okay, so thanks for keeping me company while I did that. It was just something that I had to do. So I thought, let's make it into a video. To to be honest, I had a 5-minute roleplay, 5-minute Wizio roleplay to film, and I didn't want to get my camera and the light and everything out for 5 minutes, as well as get dressed and put on makeup for 5 minutes. So I wanted to film something else, and I was not feeling any of the requests. So this is what it became. Okay, my stomach has been making so much noise the last 15 minutes, so if you caught any of that, sorry, but I'm gonna try to cut it all out, so it might be a little choppy at the end there. Sorry about that. I think I need to eat. Or like it's confused because I'm wearing jeans and a bra, which if I can avoid it, I will avoid it. But okay, good. That's it for me, and I'll see you soon, okay? You can keep requesting. I do not mind, as long as you don't mind that it could take a very long time or not happen at all. You can keep requesting, and I will keep putting them on the lists. You never know. And if you want to be sure, then Wizio is the way to go. Okay. Thanks for watching. Good night, and see you soon.